So my whole life, I was wrong about something. I thought it was about the destination or the journey. Is this is what they say, right? It's not about the journey. It's about the wait. I think I mixed it up. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. Wait, was it? It's not about the journey and not about the des. Not. I'll search it up. Hold on. All right. So it's not about the destination. It's about the journey. What a bunch of bullshit, right? It's not about the. What I forgot again. It's not about the journey. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. Right. So all right. Oh, so who said this? Ralph Waldo Emerson. It's not the destination, it's the journey. What a bunch of bullshit, right? I mean, he wasn't bullshit, but for me it seems bullshit. Why? Think about it. It's not about the destination, all right? So if your destination is not about the destination, then how come your journey is going to be the journey, right? You feel my point? I think I'm high. I'm not high. I'm not. I'm just sleepy. All right, you can see my steps. Anyways, so what I would say, it's not about the destination. It's neither about the journey. It's about the companion. All right. So the company that you'll have while you're on the journey will decide what kind of journey you'll have, and that journey will decide what kind of destination you'll reach on. Ooh, Mars. Yes, I think I should wrap it up. I think the video is over. But no, I will try to explain it, make it 5 minutes at least. So the reason why I said that is because I'm 22 years old. Of course, I have a lot to learn. I have a lot of places to go and a lot to do, to be honest. A lot to try, a lot to taste, a lot to do in general. So my journey, my destination when I was what not more than 17 years old was different. Well, 16 it was different. From 17 it was different to 18 it was way different. I started to see the journey in a different way, right? But as I grew up, all right, the journey changed, the destination changed, companions changed. Heck, it some of my journey changed due to my companies, companions, or the one who's with me on that journey, right? So when I was 17, all I did was spoke with people who were gamers, right? Why did I do that? Anyways, so they were gamers, and all their life they were focused on games, right? They were their their minds were fixed on a certain stuff, games. They had to win pro leagues, they had to win a bunch of different tournaments, stuff like that, right? So I was like them. My destination changed, and with that destination, my journey changed, right? It's all due. I'm not blaming my friends or who were my friends at that time or my companions. But the point I'm trying to make is that with your companions, your journey changes, and with journey, your destination changes. So it all depends on whom you're choosing to take that risk with, to take that pathway, walk the same mile as them, right? So, yes, and my destination, my journey, my companion changed within the last 2 years. I'll talk about 2 years only, not the whole other 20 years, because those are not irrelevant, but it's irrelevant to this video. So I didn't know that. I didn't know this code was not bullshit, it was half completed or half incomplete or whatever say it. Whatever the type of person you are, half full or half empty, I don't give a care single fuck about it. But yes, it did change when certain people from my life were not there. They sometimes it's like that Fast and Furious 7 ending scene, like when I see you again, stuff like that. So we people go on their own path. I chose my own way. All right, I chose to be a different guy, and they chose to be a different person. Same for me, same for them. It's not blaming. I don't like playing the blame game, but yes, when I not choose, well, it was a blessing that that the journey that I'm on right now, the destination that I chose, and with those, the companion that I have right now, it's all about a blessing, right? It was blessing from my Lord, my Lord Christ. And yes, it's a blessing to have a companion like him that I have right now, right? The person you call very close, you share the same wound, you share the same pain, you share the same battlefield, right? The same mentality. It all changes with companions. And as I said before, with companions, your journey will change. With journey, your destination will change. So it's all connected, right? Yes. And to get, I don't know, you cannot select your companions, right? Like they aren't your um stuff at what dispensary shops that you pick up from. No, they're not like that, right? So it's all about staying with the not perfect. No one's perfect, right? I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, only God is perfect, right? But you get to decide who you stay with. So yes, I decided to move away from certain companions. Yes, I don't know if that makes me a bad person or a good person. I don't know. It's it's your job to title that. But I shift from certain groups, certain companions, and decided to stick with a certain person. And yes, that's the person whom I call brother, right? Not like a brother. He is a brother to me, right? So yes, it sounds very, very, very bookish or fantasy ish, but no, we do not share the same blood, of course, but we share the same pain. And when two people share the same pain, they they don't become one. They walk the same path, they wear the same shoes, they eat the same, not the food, but you get the point, right? When you're in a battlefield, you eat the same food. Basically everyone eats the same food that has been cooked in the camp. So in that scenario, in that hypothetical way, we eat the same food, we share the same mentality, the same mindset, heck, even the same fucked up sleepless nights, right? Yes, it becomes very, very, very different. It becomes it, at that point, he's not your friend, he's not your brother, he's more than that. More than that. Well, no, 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 not in that sense, but you get the point, right? So yes, I think that's what I'm trying to say. It's don't focus on, yes, of course you should focus on your journey, your destination and stuff like that, but try to put more focus on your companion, right? The company, company, whatever. But yes, focus on the people you're selecting, or not selecting, people you're choosing to stay with while you're going on the journey, right? Because of course you don't want a backstabbing person to backstab you, right? That's bad. So yes, you don't you don't want a person who always says yes. I don't hate people, but I absolutely dislike yes men, right? I hate yes people. I don't okay, you know what? I'll rephrase that. Whenever I see a yes man, I avoid, right? I'm like, hold on, buddy, stay away from me. Don't come near me. All right. So I maintain distance from yes men because yes men's they they'll not say anything. All they do is say yes, right? Imagine a company is burning down and a boss is yelling like, "Ah, Mr. T, my company is burning," and Mr. T is like, "Oh, yes, sir, I can see that company's burning." Oh. No, that's that's horrible. I don't know. That's the biggest joke or comedy show that I love to watch. But yes, you get the point, right? Avoid yes people. Like always yes, like yes friends, yes man, or yes husbands, yes wife. I don't know if those even exist, but you get the point. You need a bit of no and a yes together. So a companion who says no to your bullshit and yes when you need to hear it, that's the right companion or the friend or traveler or your travel buddy, I don't know, or war buddy. That's bunkie, that's right. Bunkies, the people who stay together, bunkers, right? Bunkies, yeah, yeah. So you don't want a bunkie who is bad at throwing grenades, right? Or who might stab you behind your back anytime, like a spy. You don't want that. You want a bunkie who's always there for you, who's holding you tight in your moments when you're having what PTSD or stuff like that. They're holding you tough in your bunker. So yes, I watch too much war videos, war movies, so I chose the bunker theory. All right, I think this should wrap it up. All right, so one last time, it's not about the destination, it's not about the journey, it's about the company. All right, that goes both ways. If you're doing a job, company, and if you're looking for a friend, company, both ways. It's a double meaning shit. So, all right, this was Manto. Take care. Bye bye. God bless and peace.